You are driving down the highway trying to pass a truck, and suddenly your engine feels like it has no power, and that dreaded check engine light pops on. You pull the code and see P00A1. What does that actually mean for your truck or car? Let us break down exactly what is happening with your charge air cooler temperature sensor on bank 2. This is a generic powertrain code, which means whether you are driving a Ford, a Chevy, or a Volkswagen, the basics are the same. Your vehicle uses a turbocharger to pump extra air into the engine for more power. But here's the thing, compressing air makes it incredibly hot. Hot air is not good for combustion because it is not dense. That is why your engine has a charge air cooler, also called an intercooler, to chill that air down before it enters the engine. The computer, which we call the PCM, needs to know exactly how cold that air is to adjust the fuel mixture. That's where the sensor comes in. This specific code, P00A1, means the computer sees a value from the sensor that just does not make sense. It's out of range. It might be saying the air is 300 degrees when it should be 100, or it's fluctuating wildly. This is happening on bank 2, which is the side of the engine that does not have cylinder number 1. You might feel the car stuck in limp mode, notice terrible fuel economy, or if you have a diesel, your particulate filter might stop cleaning itself. So how do you fix it? First, pop the hood. Do not just start throwing parts at it. Look at the sensor on the intercooler ducting. Is the connector loose? Are the wires chewed up by a mouse? If the physical inspection looks good, you need to get technical. You'll need a digital multimeter for this. You're going to test the sensor itself. Unplug the connector. Set your multimeter to the ohm setting to measure resistance. Touch the probes to the 2 pins on the sensor. Now start the engine. As the engine warms up, that resistance number on your screen should change smoothly. If the engine gets hot but the number stays exactly the same, your sensor is dead and needs replacing. You also need to check the wiring going back to the computer. With the ignition on but the engine off, use your multimeter set to volts. You should see a 5-volt reference signal at the connector. If you see 0 volts, you have a broken wire somewhere between the plug and the computer. If you have 5 volts, check the ground side. Switch to ohms again and check for continuity between the ground pin and the chassis. If you see open limits, you have a bad ground. If all the wiring checks out but the code is still there and the sensor tests bad, swap out the sensor. If you are not comfortable probing electrical wires, this is the time to take it to a professional, because driving with this code can eventually clog up your exhaust system or damage the engine from bad fuel mixtures. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.